Most people believe they cannot change, not because they lack discipline, not because they lack intelligence, but because they believe their past is permanent. They think identity is carved, fixed, inherited, brick by brick, from the moment they were born. And I used to say it too. This is just how I am. Short temper, high standards, defensive under pressure, hyper alert, driven, but reactive. I had evidence for it, years of it. But evidence of repetition is not proof of permanence. Identity is not a sentence. It is a pattern, and patterns can be interrupted. Your brain is not a philosopher. It is a survival machine. It records what hurt, what protected, what reduced risk, and it compresses those lessons into reactions. You get questioned, chest tightens. You feel dismissed, voice sharpens. You sense rejection, body withdraws. That reaction feels like you, but it isn't. It is a prediction, a learned efficiency, and the more you repeat it, the more automatic it becomes. Automatic becomes familiar. Familiar becomes comfortable. Comfortable becomes identity. But comfortable does not mean true. It means practice. Identity is practiced, not inherited. There are moments where the old pattern rises before thought. You feel it in the body. And if you're honest, it feels justified. There have been times in meetings, in conversations, even at home, where I felt that tightening. Someone challenges an idea, and my instinct? Defend, prove, over-explain. Because somewhere early on, being questioned felt like being diminished. That wasn't me. That was memory firing. And for years, I reinforced it. Not because it was true, because it was practiced. You can understand the origin. You can trace the chain. But you do not have to obey it. We live in a culture that worships analysis. Understand your childhood. Understand your wounds. Understand your triggers. And yes, that matters. But somewhere along the line, reflection became resonance. People sit in their past. They narrate it beautifully. They dissect it endlessly. And they wait to feel fully healed before they move. But excavation without construction is just living underground. You can understand your trauma perfectly and still practice it daily. Growth is not the one who ruminates longest. Growth is the one who understands the pattern and chooses differently under pressure. If you want identity to shift, you need method. Not mood, method. Next time something triggers you, pause. 10 seconds. What did your body just do? Chest tighten, breath shorten, jaw set. That is data, nothing more. There was a moment not long ago, someone challenged a decision I made. I felt the surge, the familiar tightening, and for a split second, The old version of me wanted to escalate. Map it. That's all. Just map it. Every reaction carries a sentence. I'm not respected. I'm being diminished. I have to defend myself. Find the sentence. Because unnamed stories run you. Named stories weaken. In that moment, the sentence was clear. If I don't push back hard, I'll lose authority. That sentence had been running for years. Not because it was true, because it was practiced. Before the next similar moment, decide who you will be. Calm, measured, unshakable. Don't hope to be that person. You rehearse it. Identity is rehearsed. The body rewires through repetition. Then the moment comes, and it will. The chest tightens, the throat closes, the old sentence whispers. This is the gate. This is where identity shifts. In that meeting, I felt it rise. And I chose slower breath, lower tone, fewer words. Not because I didn't feel the surge, because I refused to be ruled by it. That single interruption was louder than years of analysis. Afterward, don't critique. Say, I interrupted the pattern. And then repeat. Repetition builds identity, not rumination. The architect sees the full chain. Childhood event, emotional encoding, adaptation, habit, outcome. He does not deny the origin. He does not romanticize the wound. He sees it clearly. And then he changes the next link. Vector matters more than origin. Trajectory matters more than memory. Because direction is chosen now, not then. There will be days where the old pattern feels louder, where familiarity pulls harder, where the conditioned response feels safe, even if it keeps you small. That does not mean you have failed. It means the pattern is strong, and strength is built by repetition in a new direction. Yes, understand yourself. Forgive yourself. Trace the entire chain reaction of your life. See how it formed. And then choose the next link deliberately. Identity is practiced, not inherited. Memory explains you. Decision defines you. You are not your history. You are your repetition.